10 Extraordinary Lives, people who lived strange lives. Throughout history, some individuals have led lives so extraordinary and strange that their stories continue to fascinate and inspire. Whether due to their unusual talents, bizarre circumstances, or extraordinary adventures, these people defied the norms of society and lived lives that were anything but ordinary. Let's take a look at 10 people who lived strange and extraordinary lives. Number 1. Grigory Rasputin, the Mad Monk of Russia. Grigory Rasputin was a mystic and self-proclaimed holy man who gained enormous influence over the Russian royal family, particularly Tsarina Alexandra, in the early 20th century. His supposed healing powers, which he used to treat the Tsar's son, earned him the trust of the royal family. However, Rasputin's eccentric behavior, controversial influence, and rumors of scandal led to his assassination in 191-6. His life, full of strange spiritualism and political intrigue, remains the subject of endless fascination. Number 2. Nikola Tesla, the eccentric genius. Nikola Tesla was a brilliant inventor whose work in electrical engineering revolutionized the modern world. Known for his visionary ideas about wireless energy and electricity, Tesla lived a highly unusual life. He was obsessed with pigeons, claimed to have received messages from extraterrestrials, and avoided physical contact with people. Though he died penniless, his genius left an indelible mark on science, and his strange habits continue to intrigue both historians and scientists. Number 3. Howard Hughes, the billionaire recluse. Howard Hughes was a business magnate, film producer, and aviator who became one of the wealthiest men in the world. However, his life took a bizarre turn in his later years as he developed extreme obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, and became a recluse. Hughes spent the last years of his life isolated in hotels, afraid of germs, and communicating only through memos. His eccentric behavior, combined with his earlier fame and fortune, made him one of the most fascinating figures of the 20th century. Number 4. Diogenes of Sinope, the Cynic philosopher. Diogenes was an ancient Greek philosopher and one of the founders of Cynicism. He lived a life of extreme simplicity, often described as self-imposed poverty. He rejected societal norms, choosing to live in a large ceramic jar instead of a home, and famously carried a lantern in the daylight, claiming to be searching for an honest man. Diogenes' disdain for materialism and conventional values made him a strange yet iconic figure in the history of philosophy. Number 5. Caspar Hauser, the mysterious boy. Caspar Hauser was a mysterious young man who appeared in Nuremberg, Germany, in 182-8. He claimed to have been held captive in a dark cell for most of his life and knew very little about the world. Hauser's strange story and sudden appearance sparked widespread curiosity, and he became an object of fascination across Europe. Despite several attempts to uncover the truth about his origins, his identity remains a mystery to this day. Number 6. Valeria Lukianova, the real-life Barbie. Valeria Lukianova, often referred to as the human Barbie, became famous for her doll-like appearance, achieved through extreme makeup, plastic surgery, and a strict diet. Claiming to be a spiritual being from another dimension, Lukianova insists that her physical transformation reflects her metaphysical beliefs. Her bizarre lifestyle, combined with her surreal appearance, has made her a subject of fascination and debate about beauty standards and body modification. Number 7. Timothy Treadwell, the Grizzly Man. Timothy Treadwell was an environmentalist and bear enthusiast who spent 13 summers living among grizzly bears in Alaska's Katmai National Park. His unconventional decision to live in such close proximity to wild animals ultimately led to his tragic death in 2003 when he and his girlfriend were attacked and killed by a bear. Treadwell's life and death were documented in the film Grizzly Man, and his story continues to raise questions about the fine line between conservation and dangerous obsession. Number 8. On Ik Tai, the wandering composer. On Ik Tai was a Korean composer and conductor who led a strange and remarkable life. Born in Korea in 1906, he traveled the world, studying and composing music in the US, Europe, and Asia. Despite his global influence, On remained relatively unknown in his homeland until after his death. His most famous composition, Igukka, became the national anthem of South Korea. His unique life journey, marked by musical genius and cultural diversity, made him a figure of global significance. Number 9. Count of Saint-Germain, the immortal alchemist. The Count of Saint-Germain was an 18th-century European adventurer, scientist, and alchemist who claimed to possess incredible powers, including immortality. Known for his vast knowledge of languages, art, and science, he was a mysterious figure who traveled across Europe, dazzling the elite with his skills. Legends grew around Saint Germain, with some believing he had discovered the secret to eternal life. Though the truth of his claims is doubtful, his strange and enigmatic life has inspired countless tales of mystery and magic. Number 10. Bessie Coleman, the daredevil pilot. Bessie Coleman was an African-American pilot who led an extraordinary life in the early 20th century. Facing racial and gender discrimination in the US, she traveled to France to earn her pilot's license, becoming the first African-American and Native American woman to do so. Coleman became famous for her daring stunt flying and aerial shows. Her fearless attitude and groundbreaking achievements in aviation made her life both strange and inspiring, as she broke barriers in an industry dominated by men.